And as far as Tyson Fury is concerned, if that fight's made, if Fury comes back and fights him as his comeback fight, then Wardley's going to smash him.
And today he's been talking about potential opponents he could face on Instagram. One of them was the WBO heavyweight champion Fabio Wardley, who he said he could face later in 2026. This is what he wrote on Instagram. Big smoke for the GK after a long layoff. Could be an option later in 2026.
It's only really since we've heard Fury mention, Wardley could be an option. You look at that fight. And
Tyson the Gypsy King taking on Fabio Wardley, or wanting Fabio Wardley later on this year, of course.
Boxing world in frenzy after Tyson Fury calls out Fabio Wardley. Fury's explosive comeback call-out sparked chaos across boxing fans. Can't stop debating whether the Gypsy King still has that elite fire after a year out. And Wardley's name being dropped has the scene buzzing with hype and controversy. But Duke McKenzie isn't impressed by hype alone. He stresses that Fury's legendary status won't be confirmed just by landing a fight with Wardley. McKenzie highlights Wardley's raw power, precision, and toughness, warning that Fury will face a serious challenge if he underestimates a fighter this capable and dangerous.
Obviously Fury's got his own fans and people that think that he is a legend and one thing and another. Well, that's all well and good, but you've got to look at his resume. It doesn't stack up. Not to the great fighters. It doesn't stack up. So, he is where he is. But I say, if he beat Fabio Wardley, that doesn't make him great. That doesn't make him great.
Tyson Fury makes a thunderous return coming straight out of retirement. Fury wasted no time throwing down the gauntlet, calling out Fabio Wardley. At 37, he's showing that neither age nor time away from the ring has dulled his ambition. Fury is sending a clear message he's back, hungry, and ready to chase one of the biggest heavyweight clashes of 2026.
Although I always want a good deal, for sure, it's mainly about the love of the fight game and the sport. I'm 37 and 38 this year. I'm older than a motherfucker, but I love to fight. I have zero other interests, only fighting.
Fabio Wardley makes it clear he's ready. The rising heavyweight star isn't just answering Fury's call out, he's fully embracing it. Wardley signals that he wants the biggest challenges, and Fury is now firmly on his radar. With power, skill, and confidence, Wardley is showing the boxing world that this potential 2026 showdown could be a defining clash of two top-tier heavyweights.
You welcome a fight against Fury?
Yeah, more than welcome it. More than welcome it. It'd be a fight that I'm hugely up for. But myself, I like to target some of the big names in the division, the big boys, the top players, and look, he's one of those guys. So yeah, look, give me a call anytime.
Derek Chisora makes it clear that Fabio Wardley is a generational talent. Chisora warns the boxing world that Wardley is a nightmare to face inside the ring. His mix of skill, power, and sheer unpredictability commands respect. Comparing him to Muhammad Ali of a new era, Chisora signals that any fighter stepping up against Wardley, including Tyson Fury, will be in for the toughest challenge of their career.
Everybody gets it wrong. You don't box this guy. It's like, how can I explain it to you in a way you understand? You can't box him.
He's just too good.
He's just unbelievable great. Yeah, you forget good, he's amazing. Yeah, he's great, he's amazing. He's like the white Muhammad Ali. He might not talk like Muhammad Ali, but he is the Muhammad Ali of the last generation. You understand? We have to give him the credit where he's due. Yeah, he is that guy.
Frank Warren emphasizes the business side of the clash. While fans are buzzing for a Fury versus Wardley showdown, Warren reminds everyone that hype alone doesn't make fights happen. Contracts, terms, and logistics are crucial, and until both sides agree, nothing is set in stone. He makes it clear that the fight is possible, but only once all the details are ironed out behind the scenes.
And he said that he wants to fight, but this fight will only happen when the terms are agreed for him to fight. And as far as I understand at this moment, that's not been done. So the terms have got to be sorted out, and then I'm quite sure if that is the case, he will.
Fabio Wardley makes it clear who he wants next. Wardley isn't shying away from the spotlight and openly names Tyson Fury as the fight he craves. Recognizing Fury's status, charisma, and heavyweight dominance, Wardley signals he's ready to step up for the biggest challenges. This sets the stage for a potentially explosive clash that could define the heavyweight division in 2026.
Next best option for me would be Tyson Fury. That would be the name. He's obviously a huge name, big character in the game, and a big name within boxing. So yeah, someone I'd love to hop in the ring with.
Ade Oladipo highlights the stakes of a Fury versus Wardley showdown. He points out that this fight isn't just a spectacle, it's a career-defining opportunity for both men. Wardley could cement his legacy by facing a superstar, while Fury gains financial and competitive incentive. Oladipo makes it clear that this matchup would electrify boxing fans and shake up the heavyweight division dramatically.
In Fury fight, I would love to see the Fabio Wardley fight. I think that's a great fight. I think that's a big fight as well. Fabio Wardley would love to get that call. Tyson Fury, I mean, that's jackpot financially. He would love that call. For Fury, it's a chance of becoming a world champion again, which obviously isn't Fury's drive, but I mean, it's a chance to become world champion.
Liam Goff explains Fury's ring IQ and comeback potential. Goff points out that even slightly below his peak, Tyson Fury's experience and intelligence make him a dangerous opponent for anyone, including Fabio Wardley. He highlights that Fury's tactical awareness and adaptability, shown in past fights, could neutralize Wardley's power and aggression. Goff emphasizes that while Wardley would pose challenges, Fury's proven ability to control the ring ensures a high-stakes, competitive, and unpredictable 2026 clash.
He's very good at, like you look at the first Usyk fight, the first couple of rounds that Usyk was clearly winning out, landing Tyson Fury. You'd so many people say, oh no, Fury won like round one, where he didn't land anything. And he got hit a couple of times because of the showboat. And he didn't do as much of that in the rematch, interestingly enough, with Alexander Usyk. But he is very smart in there, Tyson Fury. And I keep saying we need to really see what he looks like in his comeback fight before we can make any assessment or any judgments. If he's, say, 10% less of what he was in both Usyk fights, I still think that's enough to beat Fabio Wardley. I do. I'm not saying he wouldn't have his, hardships in that fight, certainly would.
Fraser Clark highlights Fabio Wardley's most dangerous qualities. Clark emphasizes that Wardley's power, toughness, and grit make him a nightmare for any opponent. Having shared the ring with him, he underscores Wardley's combination of strength, durability, and relentless spirit. Clark signals that these traits make Wardley a legitimate threat to Tyson Fury, promising a 2026 bout that could test Fury's skills, resilience, and ability to adapt under pressure against one of the division's most formidable heavyweights.
Obviously, you've been in with Fabio Wardley on a couple of occasions. What are his biggest qualities?
Well, you don't need me to tell you nothing more than he can punch very hard. You only have to ask my face. Yeah, he can really bang, and he's gritty. He's tough and he's gritty. That's definitely his strengths.
John Fury praises Fabio Wardley's champion mindset. He highlights Wardley's unwavering self-belief, courage, and world-class mentality, which allow him to perform under pressure. According to John Fury, this combination of resilience, confidence, and fighting instinct is what separates Wardley from other heavyweights. These qualities make him a serious threat to Tyson Fury, ensuring that a 2026 showdown would be a battle of skill, heart, and mental toughness from start to finish.
Courage, heart, and determination. His will to win. He's got world-class balls. And he's got a world-class heart. He's a fighting man, and he believes in himself, and he knows that all the time he's in the fight, he can win.
Simon Jordan acknowledges Tyson Fury's impact and achievements. Jordan points out that despite Fury's controversial antics, his comeback victories and ability to exceed expectations are remarkable. He stresses that Fury remains a dominant heavyweight, capable of delivering high-profile performances. Any clash with Fabio Wardley would test Fury's consistency, skill, and resilience against one of boxing's rising stars, promising an explosive 2026 showdown that blends experience, power, and elite-level strategy.
Tyson Fury's mouth drags it back into the gutter at times, but I also think that some of his achievements have been quite remarkable. and he's come back and won fights and achieved things at times that I didn't think he could. Anthony Joshua on the whole has been...
Tony Bellew hails Fabio Wardley as a complete fighter. Bellew makes it clear that Wardley has evolved into a technically and physically dominant heavyweight. He emphasizes that Wardley has fine-tuned his body, adjusted his weight strategically, and now combines power with precision, making him a near untouchable force in the division. Bellew signals that these adaptations position Wardley to handle anyone, including Tyson Fury, with confidence. His focus on technical growth, combined with natural strength, makes Wardley a dynamic, unpredictable, and elite competitor, ready to take on the biggest names and solidify his legacy in 2026.
There's no one who's going to beat him. I just think technically, physically now, he's at the weight and he's adapted and he's adjusted. I mean, he's even adjusted and adapted his weight for this fight individually. I mean, he put on how much weight and slowed his actual feet down because Daniel Dubois' feet were...
Frank Warren provides insight into the unseen side of boxing negotiations. Warren reminds fans that while Wardley and Fury's potential clash generates headlines, there's far more happening behind the scenes. Contract talks, timing, and terms play a huge role in making fights happen. Warren signals that both fighters are motivated, but the business side is critical. Until agreements are finalized, even the most hyped 2026 showdown remains uncertain, showing that the heavyweight division is as much about strategy and planning outside the ring as it is about talent and power inside it.
Well, I mean, I can't speak on their behalf. All I know is that, they were obviously, it seems there's been a lot of...
Gareth A. Davis emphasizes Fabio Wardley's mental fortitude. Davis underscores that Wardley's strength isn't just physical. It's his resilience, determination, and unshakable self-belief that define him as a heavyweight contender. He highlights that Wardley's dogged mentality allows him to overcome adversity, stay composed under pressure, and maintain confidence even against the division's biggest names. This mental edge, combined with his raw power and technical growth, positions Wardley as a fighter who can impose his will in the ring. Davis's insight suggests that Fury or any elite opponent would need more than brute strength to challenge him. They'd have to navigate Wardley's relentless mindset, making a 2026 clash a true test of skill, endurance, and psychological toughness at the highest level of heavyweight boxing.
But there's something doughty and resilient and determined and dogged, and there's a resilience and self-belief about Fabio Wardley that...
Aid Oladipo breaks down Tyson Fury's return and divisional impact. Oladipo emphasizes that Fury's comeback isn't a shock, given his history of defying retirement. He points out that while other fighters' retirements drew massive emotion, Fury's announcements were met with skepticism, underscoring the public's expectation that he would inevitably return. Oladipo praises Fury's skill, charisma, and continued elite-level capability, noting that his presence reshapes heavyweight rankings immediately, jumping above contenders like Fabio Wardley. He stresses that Fury's return brings not just financial interest but competitive excitement, making any potential 2026 clash a high-stakes, headline-grabbing bout. Fury's unique blend of talent, experience, and showmanship ensures that the heavyweight division will be electrified, and fans can expect drama, strategy, and spectacle in every round.
Who will Tyson Fury fight in 2026? Yeah, Tyson Fury is now officially back, officially out of retirement again. I would never believe Tyson Fury when he says he's retired. Just never. And that's a shame. Tyson Fury might not care. Tyson Fury fans might not care. But I think it's a shame because when someone does retire, this is the toughest sport in the world. I want to give you your flowers. When Loma retired last year, it was okay, and you saw the outpouring of love and emotion for Loma. When Crawford announced a few weeks ago that he's retired, you saw the outpouring of love for Crawford, right? Fury announced he's retired. When was it? About 8-9 months ago, a year ago. I can't even remember where it was or when it was. No outpouring of love or emotion. It was yeah, whatever, you'll be back. And he is back. But look, I'm happy he's back. I still think Fury has a lot to offer. I think the boxing world needs personalities like Tyson Fury. It does. And not just personalities. Tyson Fury is a very, very good boxer. Like Tyson Fury being back immediately puts him at number 2 for me in the world. It does. He jumps above Wardley. I think so. I think he jumps above Wardley.
The heavyweight division in 2026 is shaping up to be explosive, and with Tyson Fury officially back and Fabio Wardley rising with unstoppable momentum, the potential clash is a fight fans can't afford to miss. Every expert we've heard, from Tony Bellew and Gareth A. Davis to Adol Adipo, agrees that Wardley's resilience, power, and technical growth will push Fury to the limit, while Fury's experience, ring IQ, and personality guarantee a spectacle that transcends the sport. This isn't just about rankings or belts. It's about legacy, pride, and proving who truly dominates the division. Boxing fans, now it's your turn. Who do you have winning this monumental 2026 showdown? Will Fury's comeback reign supreme, or will Wardley's rise finally dethrone the Gypsy King? Comment your predictions, smash that like button if you're hyped, and don't forget to subscribe to stay locked in on every explosive update in the heavyweight world.